about this subject that have done the subject very well or not so well, whatever. You know, it's something we've seen, so I'm wondering what you went into it as a director thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a total film nerd. I watch everything. I watch foreign films. I watch things in multiplex. So I've seen every substance abuse movie there probably is. I mean, if you want to call it a genre, they're so different. But you know, what was really important to us was to not do a scared straight story, to not do something that like went to the gutter. We wanted to do a story that didn't sort of objectify a character, make it feel like that's someone that you don't know, like the other. We wanted a character where you identified, where she could feel like your sister, your daughter, a great friend, and you know, something with humor and compassion, where you would love hanging out with the characters. So, with no disrespect to all of the films, which I don't know, we could rattle off. We all know those films. They're great. We want to do something different that spoke to us, people, you know, our generation, where you don't feel like garbage at the end of it. Yeah. But I mean, there's also a lot of my favorite, I guess, drinking movies are ones that don't even deal with alcohol so straight up. I like the original Arthur. I like the Thin Man. Anyway, anything else? Any other questions? Anybody? Yes.
This is for Mary. I wanted to know, in your scene where your character drinks for the first time after being sober, how did you as an actor go to that place to film that scene? What was it like for you?
It was a hard scene. That was actually, we had a large scene there where I'm completely wasted in the bar, and there was a lot more happening in that. I'm not sure, should I tell the note that you gave me for that?
And by the way, Mary had hearts every day. It was like, oh, that scene's today. You know, she had hard scene after hard scene every day.
James always had just really great notes, you know, to sort of get right in there and get the right, you know, quality. Like that little breath he said, it's like the best sex you've ever had, is basically what he said, having that drink again. That's what it feels like. It's just like almost orgasmic kind of feeling it, because it feels so good to her in that moment. It's so what she needs. So that was basically, yeah.
Any other questions?
Why was your character dressed so badly?
Right? Were you thinking that the whole time?
Did you see how much she was drinking? She was really put an outfit together.
Basically why, yeah. It was just somebody who just doesn't give a shit. It was basically the inspiration.
Yeah, we, I mean, Mary, myself, and Diaz Jacobs, our amazing costume designer, who can't be here tonight, we had a ton of clothes that it really felt like collaboration differently. So, you know, but between the three of us, where we looked at a ton of clothes, put together the right outfits, and then made them totally wrong in every way, where this is a girl who's not spending an hour in front of the mirror in the morning.
The shoes were the ultimate. Like, they were amazing. I love her shoes.
The perfect off-brand white sneakers. I still have them. My favorite memento from the film. They were the soul of her character. Any other questions? Yes.
Oh,
Any other questions?
Do you mean for it to be that humorous in
To
places?
be-
To be that funny?
Yeah? So you're saying it was funny?
There, yeah.
Thank you. Yes, we did.
Famous question.
Yeah.
Is there any more like that?
No more of my friends in the audience, please. Any other questions? Yes?
And you decided how you wrote it, or did you have a few options that you guys were thinking about?
That was it. That was, yeah, we got the whole farm on that end. So.
Yep. I mean, you tell us. We were, you know, I think probably the sane minds want her, you know, think she'd be better off not with him, but hopefully her heart at least wants her to give him a second chance, and that's kind of at least partially what we were looking for.
Absolutely. Yeah. Any other questions?
Not a question, just a comment. Mary, you've done a lot of work in a lot of films, never in something so amazingly wonderful, never in such a lead role where you own every scene. Amazing tour de force performance. Congratulations.
Any other questions? Yes.
Jonathan, I know you see a lot of films where the dialogue is not scripted totally. Was the dialogue all scripted, or were there some surprises?
This, well, there were some surprises, actually. I mean, this film was very beautifully scripted by Susan and James. and with a lot of hard work from a lot of people, including Andrea and Jennifer and so on. But yeah, there are some great surprises. I mean, first of all, we got some great comedians in this cast. I mean, Nick, Megan, Octavia, Mackenzie are all obviously incredibly talented. You should see Megan's outtakes one day. That's a whole other movie in and of itself.
Pornographic.
And I think James and I think Megan and Mary and Aaron rather. James is a very, very workable guy. He has a great vision, but he's also always up for the best idea, and that's a really special trait for a director. And I think whenever Aaron and Mary had ideas and thoughts and passions about where to go and what to change and what might not feel right and what might, they did improv. So there is some improv in there, but it's not sort of a treatment movie. It is very well scripted.
Yeah, and I mean, to be sure, like, when you get actors, when you're lucky enough to get actors like this, you don't cast them to be models, you cast them for their imaginations. They have wild, wonderful imaginations. Their ideas, their impulses, their intuition was so spot on. As soon as they were cast, the parts were theirs. They were the characters, and you guys really couldn't do any wrong. It was a gift to just watch you just be on set every day. Thank you.
This question's for Octavia. You've had a lot of diverse roles throughout your career, and I thought you were absolutely phenomenal in The Help.
Oh, thank you.
And so I was wondering what you look for when you're choosing these roles, and what makes you get interested in them.
Well, thank God The Help chose me, and because of The Help, I was able to finally get a great indie movie that was about something socially relevant, and that's kind of what I hope, will continue. I think this movie will have some sort of social impact. I mean, I am guilty of snacking, so hopefully it'll start there. But I feel really, really blessed to have gotten this opportunity to work with this cast and this crew. I love movies where you can laugh and cry and then walk out feeling enlightened. So.
Mary Kay, please, for someone
Kyle Gallner. Couldn't be here. Any other questions? We have time for one more. Not a pressure.
Or should we just tell you a story? All right, last year I was either here or maybe a couple feet to my left when James Ponsel walked up to me. It was about a year ago exactly to the day, maybe a day later. And he walked up to me with that grin on his face after a screening congratulating us on a movie. And we looked at each other and we made a pact that very moment that we would be back at the library next year with his movie. Were we lucky enough by his sheer passion to get this movie done? We shot it in September and October. We really had no time to work on this movie. We all stayed up very, very late and ate a lot of gelada. We found out we got in. We were so lucky and blessed by Sundance, and then to find out that we were premiering here was kind of special.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, cast and crew. Oh, and remember to vote if you like the film. If you don't like the film, don't vote. If you like the film.